What's up, what's up, what's up? Just 350 JP in the house. So I got a critic on my, well, I got a bunch of critics on my channel. But anyway, I got a new one, right? Okay, and this is brother, which, I don't know, he keep calling me Coon, so I don't think he's brother, but he said brother. I checked his page, he's a brother, I guess. But anyway, he talks about my voice because it's a little deep and stuff, right? But let me see. I gotta relax. But I think I think this might be my regular voice, and when I talk, it's a little high and a little pitched and stuff like that. And when I first came to Japan, I was speaking like this, but actually I have another voice too, which is my reading voice, and my reading voice is a little deeper, or when I'm speaking, when I'm giving speeches, or usually when I'm a little serious. Now, the reason I thought about this voice was because I was listening to that on one station, AM station. I can't think of what it was, but God, I think it was 16 something or whatever. I don't know, but I always picked it up in Santa Monica over by Cloverfield and stuff. And I was listening to my radio and stuff, and the guy, I guess a white guy, but he had a really nice deep voice, and so I thought, hey, when you're reading and stuff, it would be nice to have a good clear voice where it's nice, and then also people can understand what you're saying. So when I read, or during my speech classes, I would kind of lower my voice a lot. But when with my friends, we just hanging out and doing anything, I just had this high voice. And so I came to Japan with this voice, and it was cool and stuff. I really didn't even think anything about it until I started hanging out with my African friends. And when I spoke to them, they had a really deep voice, and I was like, wow, why is my voice so high and they're so low? And then when I was in Nagoya, how many black friends did I have? I think I had a total amount of 0 black friends that I hung out with until later. But before that, I just usually hung out with, well, I didn't really hang out with them, but I just knew a lot of them, and we used to talk a lot. And then all the other guys I hung out with were all white, and of course, most of them, they got high-pitched voices also. So I would just hang out with them and do things. But I think it was one day, one of my African friends, he came in and he had this really deep voice, and I was like, wow, he made me sound like a bitch. And after that, I was like, wait a minute, something must have been wrong. Why is it that Africans have this deep voice, but all us Americans have this high-pitched voice? And so I got to thinking that because a deep voice, because of the waves and stuff, right, how the bass in it'll create fear in other people, and and it'll touch you on an emotional level, as far as hitting your organs and stuff, that bass. And so I figured that, hey, maybe the white man came in, one of the conditions of stealing our history and things like that is they stole the bass in our voices. Because when you really think about it, I mean, there are a lot of black men in America with some really high voices, And so I started, well, not immediately, but maybe about, it just really depended on how I felt, or whether I drank water or not also. And it just got to the point where I just said, forget it. So I just started changing my voice, because it was really funny, because I'll hang out with like 5 or 6 of them. They're all talking, and they're speaking their lower voices and stuff. And then here I come along, I'm Black American, thinking I'm all tough, and I'm always pushing them around and stuff, just joking with them and stuff, talking about I'm gonna kick their ass and stuff like that, But they're all cool, because them guys, a lot of them are just like fucking strong, probably knock me out. Well, I wouldn't say knock me out, but it wouldn't be so easy for me to knock them out. But anyway, they would all come and they speaking, and they got these deep voices that is like, wow. I mean, you listen to, you like, wow, like how to like you watch the 10 Commandments, and God was speaking off the mountains. It was like one of those voices. And here I come, all big bad black guy from LA, Venice, California. Da 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 da. Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? You know, I sound like the only girl. You know, everybody turn around like, who's that girl? And look around and it's me, and I don't like, whoa. You know, so that's why I really changed my voice. And and then another thing too, a lot of guys have realized that a lot of guys don't, you know, they have a lot of problems with women. And like I said, or my friend Ron said, all you gotta do is be there. But then I noticed another thing too is that your voice really does make a lot of women horny. You know, and when they say you got a nice voice, that's only because you have that bass in your voice start making them tingle down there. And I had a friend, I told him about it, and they were all laughing and stuff, thinking I was lying. I'm like, well, y'all laughing, but think about how y'all feeling, because that bass, it's applicable to everyone. You know, it's like when I think it was Barry White, or I can't think of his name, but the guy that used to sing with the real deep voice and stuff, and everybody, when he sang, everybody got horny. It didn't even matter, you know. And if you didn't mess up, you was going home. You went home with woman, or woman went home with you, or she took you home, or however you want to look at it. But yeah, that's why I lower my voice and stuff like that. But yes, it's kind of funny though, because in one trademark of identifying brothers and Africans, because actually over here a lot of Africans, well, actually I do look like one. They always thought I was from what was that, Ghana or something like that, you know, and which is cool because Ghana is actually the word Ghana means what did it? Gosh, it's a good word. It's a title. Actually, it's a title of the kings. So I guess it would like be Ghana Ralph or Ralph Ghana or something like that. So they changed the, but because Ghana was ran so well that they took the title of the kings and applied it to the nation, which is really awesome. You know, you read books, you'll figure it out. I mean, you'll find it out. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. But it was just really, really interesting. Oh, so anyway, they thought I was from Ghana or whatever, you know. But as soon as I opened my mouth, they all started laughing. I'm like, what's up? They said, oh, you're not African, you're American. And I was like, why? Oh, because of the way you speak. And it's funny because this trademark, you know, like I remember, this trademark of figuring out who's African and who's black over here in Japan was that you just open your mouth. You know, if you open your mouth, you sound like a man, you from Africa. You open your mouth, you sound like a bitch, you from America. And I ain't lying. I am not lying. It was funny because a lot of these guys who come over here from America, especially at these places, Voices and Gary's and stuff, you start talking to them and they just walk around with this high pitch. And what really, really sucks is that there are a lot of women here in Japan who have deep voices, and their voices are deeper than a lot of the brothers out here. And oh man, this lady didn't even stop. Man, wow. But it's messed up because I don't know if you guys saw that the scooter that just went by had the right of way. The lady didn't even stop. Probably didn't even see him though. And instead of him just stopping for the safety, his own safety, he just kept on going anyway. Almost hit the back of her car. But but yeah, it's funny because sometimes you might end up talking to some girl and she'll you know, hey, how you walk over there, hey, how you doing? You know, what's your name? Oh, my name is Yuko. You know, and she fine and just all sexy and everything, but she just got this deep voice, you know. And there are a lot and lots and lots and lots and lots of women who have deep voices here. Anyway, I gotta go. Wow.